Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. And on this late night stream, we're going to be talking about the topic of only niggas wear chains, featuring Queen Richez. Yeah, that's right. What's going on to everybody joining in? Hudson, Tony, Shao, OG Red Ranger, Richez, Fitness Information Counselor, Urema, Carlos, Mr. Lex Smoke, Turtle Look Like, Guitar Riff, Tyrone Hot Rod, Sherelle's in the building, Eyes of Christ. What's going on? It's an interesting topic. Let's just get right to the point. Only niggas wear chains. We have a problem within the black community where black men in particular, they have an obsession with chains. They have some sort of problem. And this can all be traced back to slavery. You see, the Negro is so accustomed to having chains around his neck, around his wrists. And it got to the point now that the Negro is comfortable having chains as a fashion. And it gets really sick and bad because when you really study every other ethnic group around the world, they're not wearing chains. You don't see movie stars doing this. You don't see athletes doing this. You don't see swimmers doing this. No, the only ones that seem to have an obsession with chains is so-called Negroes. But what I notice is that the rap industry seems to be pushing the chains because most of your rappers are actually slaves to the industry. You see, if you're a brother and you have an obsession with chains, you need to understand why this is not a fashion statement. This is not some sort of thing we just started doing. This is slavery. It's a mentality where our bloodline, our blood is so connected to the past that chains become something we decided to paint, something we decided to spend our money on. Negroes are the only ones who will spend $500,000 for a damn chain. Negroes are the only ones who would spend millions of dollars for chains. Not a business, not some property, a chain. And for what, you may ask? Well, to show off to you. I want to show you my chain. I want to show you that I made it. I want to show you that I'm successful. I want to show you that I am a slave. Because that is what you are. And this is a problem that we have within this culture. And a lot of you brothers may be connected to that lifestyle. You see, when we look at most of the rappers today and we study the chains they wear, it can be likened to the fact that these brothers are literally suffering from a mental condition of slavery. Because only through the hip-hop industry is the chain promoted. And it has a meaning. It is to let you know that you are still a slave at heart. You see, a rapper, an entertainer can still have money, but yet be a slave to the system. A slave. He could never go any higher than where he is. The so-called industry is a prison for most of our brothers and sisters. And it got to the point that even in your normal life, you have become a slave. How many of you at the sound of my voice love your chains, love your jewelry? You see, the white man have convinced you that this is valuable when it actually isn't worth shit. Yeah. The bling culture. The bling, bling. Bling, bling, bling. I want to bling. If I could just show them my rings, if I could just show them my bracelet, if I could just show them that I'm a slave, they'll be impressed. Remember Kanye West's performance? With that heavy chain around his neck, and he really think he's the man when he's nothing but a slave. How many of you are slaves to the bling culture? How many of you will go out to a jeweler and spend $5,000 for a pair of earrings that you call diamonds that isn't worth shit? The so-called diamond that you believe is a valuable stone isn't worth shit. Do your research. It's not even valuable. Why do you think they have so many to give away? Why do you think they got so many to sell? If it was such a rare jewel that no one can get, how is it that all of the suppliers are able to get it, dumbass? You see, you Negroes are so fucking dumb that you allowed the white man to trick you once again. Not only are you a slave, but you're mentally crippled to the point where you're a rapper and you think what you can do is spend millions upon millions of dollars on chains. 2 chains. Rappers even call themselves 2 chains. And you're gonna tell me this is not a problem? This is a very serious problem. Because it is designed to make the young brother feel that if I can get me one of these chains, I'll feel successful. If I can get me a bracelet, I'll feel successful. But see, these things, these chains were used to keep you back. It was used to shackle you. Remember the so-called gospel song? Take these shackles off my feet so I can dance. I want to praise you. How the fuck you gonna be singing some bullshit like that? Take the shackles off my feet so I can praise you? So you mean to tell me you still in chains? You want to praise the Most High with your chains? And that's the bullshit you get in these churches. We are so accustomed to being in chains that even in the Christian church, they're telling you, take these shackles off my feet so I can dance, so I can praise you. Hey, man, talk to me. What's the matter with our people? With their obsession with these chains. Yeah, your boy Drake too. And French Montana. And they just got to show you the chains because it is symbolizing the slave culture, the mental bondage that our brothers are in. It's all around you. Wherever you go, brothers are locked in this prison. You know how uncomfortable it is having chains around your neck? I don't wear none of that stuff. I have no connection with jewelry. I have no care for jewelry. I'm not interested in buying no chains. I'm not interested in buying no bracelets. None of that shit is important to me. If you even do a YouTube search on videos about industry guys who spend money on chains, these brothers spent millions of dollars on chains. Millions. Look at this clown. Look at all of this. Look at this mess. This is what our brothers are in bondage to. Chains. The rituals of this world. They feel that their chain brings success. You have all of this metal weighing down on your neck. And you're going to tell me there is no connection between this and slavery? You're going to tell me that our people are not still in bondage even though they get successful? See, you can have money and still be a slave. Because with all the money that you bought, all of this stuff on, all these chains, imagine what you could have been doing for your people. I believe one particular rapper in question, I think his name is Pharrell, I think he spent over $1 million for the chain in that image. Now, please explain to me what kind of mind you have to spend $1 million for something that have no value at all, just so that you could take a photo. This is a mental sickness. And you would think that women would be going crazy over jewelry. You know, I once heard that diamonds is a girl's best friend. Which brings me to the real reason why we have so many men that are addicted to jewelry. It is because they carry a feminine spirit. Because diamonds is supposed to be a girl's best friend. I don't recall diamonds being a man's best friend, but when we look at the industry, all of these brothers worship their bling. And they got to show you that they got it going on. They got to show you that this is success, when it really is not. It's bondage. It just proves that you're nothing but a slave. And all of your money is being wasted, completely wasted. Check it out, y'all. Chains for slaves. Check it out. Nothing on that table have any real value. Do your research on diamonds. Diamonds ain't worth shit. It's a scam. It's a scam. A major scam. And only Negroes fall for it. You won't see the CEO of Apple with a bunch of chains around his neck. You won't see the CEO of Samsung with a bunch of chains around their neck. Oh no. But you sure enough would find a Negro with one. Matter of fact, if you get into the rap industry, the first thing they're going to want to get you is a chain. which symbolize your slavery, which symbolize that you are now a part of the elite club of slaves. And it goes beyond the music industry. It goes into your own life. What are you going to do today? Are you going to continue down that path? Because truthfully, men that are so accustomed to this jewelry stuff, they have a feminine spirit. It is definitely a feminine spirit. It is called dress up. When women dress up, they like to decorate themselves in silver, gold, earrings, apparel, and all this type of stuff. But when a man is so accustomed to buying jewelry and earrings and bracelets and chains and earrings and bracelets and chains and jewelry, he has a feminine spirit. And it all goes back to single motherhood. Being raised by a single mother, not having a father in the home, is what breeds a male that think like a woman. And that's one of the problems that we have in this culture. That is one of the problems that we have, is so many of our brothers haven't been brought up with a father or any sort of male personality. And it's a major problem. And because of this, our brothers are being brought up to think like a woman, to act like a woman. And this is why so many brothers have this obsession with jewelry. Hey, yo, bro, look at those earrings, man. I got to get those earrings. Bro, you got to get them earrings. What are you doing? Hey, yo, man, I got to get me that chain, man. I need that chain. Why do you need the chain, bro? I got to get me a bracelet. I got to get me that bracelet. I mean, shouldn't women wear bracelets? What are you brothers doing? What's going on with y'all? I just need the jewelry, man. I mean, you got dudes with an entire closet, an entire dresser filled with jewelry. He got more jewelry than his girlfriend. His girlfriend got to come borrow jewelry from him because he got a feminine spirit. This is a problem, brothers. And we need to overcome this problem. And see, it wouldn't help you if you were viewing this live stream and I didn't provide you with receipts to show you that this is real. You see, in the black community, we have a lot of black on black crime. The result of that is because most men are very emotional like women. Women normally don't know how to control their emotions because they're ruled by their emotions. This is why women need a man in their life to add balance. But a man, when he's emotional like a woman, he take it a step further. Now he becomes violent because you're mixing the masculine with a feminine spirit. So now what should be a man, what should be logical, is going to think emotional through a male body. This is where you get crime, black on black crime, shootings in the black community, men that come online, make content, and they're screaming and going crazy and having a fit. And you're wondering, bruh, calm yourself down, bro. Why you all emotional? Why you going off, bro? All right, I get it. Calm yourself down. Why you continually keep going off? Because you were brought up without a father, without a male role model to teach you how to tame that feminine energy. You see, a lot of brothers won't admit that they have female energy or that they act like a woman, but there is one particular brother that admitted to having female energy, one in whom you may know. as Queen Richez. Yeah, that's right. Queen Richez. An interesting character. One in whom has a feminine energy about himself because he loved chains and he admitted to having a female energy, and he admits to being emotional like a woman. And I decided to use him as an example to edify the brothers on this particular issue regarding chains. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the beautiful footage so that you all can witness for yourself the power of the chain and how it destroys the soul of our brothers. But before I go there, I want to show you what emotions look like. I want to show you what an emotional woman looked like before I roll the beautiful bean footage. Shout out to Tommy Sotomayor for the quote. Now, let's look at this emotional mayhem clip, and then we're going to get into the beautiful footage, shall we? This is a particular clip that I found on Instagram of a woman going crazy in a store. This is how men look when they're emotional like a woman. Let's play the footage so we can take a look at this. You see, you brothers, you wonder why you got anger issues. You wonder why you're so emotional. You get it from your mama. You were brought up in a single parent home. You had no father. You had no male role models. And because of that, you took on the feminine energy of a woman. And when a woman is angry, she continually go and go and go and go and go. And she never stops. And you would ask yourself, why is this woman just continually breaking bottles, smashing and destroying? And she just continually keep doing it because her emotions is in the driver's seat. Let's go. You see her face? You see the anger? You see her face? She's out of her mind. Now, the point of me showing you this particular clip, if that woman is causing all of that damage in that store and she don't know when to stop, what happens when a man is emotional? What happens when a man is going crazy and have that feminine energy? He's going to kill someone. And this is why so many men are in prison, is because they're emotional. But you don't want to hear that from me, of course. You would want to hear that from our beloved Queen of England. Yes, the almighty Queen Richez. Let's take a listen to our beloved Queen from the UK. Shall we, mate, blood? Or girls? Or, let's just look at the footage and do the rest. Shall we? Let me see. Let me tune this up. Where we are. Here we go. Just be girl. Yeah, okay. That's the beautiful footage right there. Yeah, let's listen to this. Interesting footage, man. Mate, I should say. Let's go.
I'm not fake. Like, I get pissed off in real life. Outside, in the nighttime, with grown men. Not just internet, bro. Yeah? And that's got me in trouble before. I've had to go to Crown Court. I've been on trial before because of my emotional temperament. Now, some may say that's because, oh, you didn't have a father in your life, you know, blah, blah, blah. You have feminine energy, you know, you react like a female. Okay, bruv. Okay. You're right.
Now, you just heard our beloved Queen Richez. You heard him say that he admits to having feminine energy and he reacts like a woman. So my question to all of you brothers, logically speaking, my question to you, why are you brothers listening to a male who admit to reacting like an emotional female? He said he have feminine energy, and you're listening to this. When you listen to a man try to teach you anything and he has feminine energy and reacts like a woman, then guess what? You will act and react just like a woman too. And see, this is the problem with social media. We have a lot of men trying to be teachers, and they haven't gotten rid of the feminine energy. You have to get rid of the feminine energy that you got from your mom before you get on camera and try to teach men. Because if not, you're going to lead our brothers astray. And instead of our men thinking logically, they'll become very emotional and won't be able to see the context of the information presented. Now, our beloved queen believes that for some reason, Ringo TV Raw stole content from him. He's going around crying and bitching and complaining that for whatever reason, I'm copying from him. Let me make you understand something, Queen Richez. I'm an OG on YouTube. I've been on YouTube since 2006. You are a newbie from the UK who started your account in 2016. I've been here 10 years before you got here. So before you talk about someone copying you need to look at my catalog. Every talking point you ever spoke on, I've been done. How many people in the chat can remember the work I've started from 2006? Put a 1 in the chat. For all the people, all the naysayers who want to sit around listening to our beloved queen accuse an OG of stealing talking points. Get over yourself, bruh. Get over yourself, mate. I mean, our beloved Queen of England have accused Ringo of stealing his talking points. I don't really understand. this particular man, he's very in particular and despicable, I must say, because I was talking to my mum and my pup, and I am trying to talk to a couple of gals here in the UK, and for whatever reason, they told me that Ringo TV Raw is making videos of me. I was at the pub with some of my mates, and I was very offended. So I decided to go home and make a rant about this particular guy named Ringo. Yo, this is crazy. But this is what our beloved queen, Richez, had to say. He accused me of stealing his ideas because I made a response video. And he decided to make a video that was very emotional, where he went on a rant for 1 hour and 10 minutes. And I was looking at the video and I was saying to myself, what's the problem with this guy? Why did he feel like everyone is robbing something from him when he's not an originator? I'm the originator. Haven't y'all learned anything? Haven't y'all recognized the name? And see, Queen Richez know who I am. He be in his videos saying, I don't look at that guy. I don't know that guy. You know exactly who I am, bruh. Everybody do on YouTube. You would have to be a fool to say you don't know who Ringo is. You gotta be kidding me. That's like an insult when you say you don't know who Ringo is. In the black sector, yeah, you know who I am. And my words that I want to share, especially for Queen Richez followers, is that everything I've taught, everything you may hear your beloved queen teach on, I've already taught on years ago. And I got receipts for everything. And the people in the chat already done know because they've been watching my videos for years. So no one is stealing anything from that queen. When someone makes a video response, it's a video response to challenge your talking points. You see, when a man is emotional like a woman, he don't want to accept challenges to his talking points. So he will begin to cry, and the next thing he will do is accuse you of being a hater. Now, please explain me this, beloved queen. How am I a hater of you when I'm challenging your talking points? You see, if you make a video and I respond, it is called a logical transaction of someone sharing their opinions about what you said. That's not someone hating on you. Stop acting emotional like a woman and learn to recognize when someone is challenging your talking points. I responded to that brother's videos, and he got mad because one of his other cheerleaders came to him crying, saying, my queen, my beloved queen, a particular man, I believe his name is BlackMaleAdviceTV, mate, blood, he made a video talking about you. And I just want my queen, my beloved Queen of England, of the UK, if I may say, I would love for you to respond to him because he was very offensive and I just don't agree with him stealing your talking points. And then he went off and made a crazy video trying to speak against me, a bunch of foul language. And even his own audience was telling him to calm down, chill out, you're not looking good, you're looking bad. And it goes back to the fact that he's emotional like a woman. And it goes to show that when a man don't have a father, he loses the ability to be a man and instead he becomes a woman. And see, I personally know that Queen Richez is a woman. I know he's feminine. I know that already. Because Whenever a man, right, appears to try to always act like he's strong and like he's a tough guy, oh, I work here and I got to deal with a lot of crazy people, as if though he's bulletproof, that's when you know you're dealing with a weak male who behind the surface is a small child who is afraid of life, who is afraid of confrontation, who don't like debate, who don't like no one challenging him. And if you try to come near him, he becomes insecure, cries, and become emotional and throws a tantrum. That's your Queen Richez. And see, Miss Queen, you have to understand that when you're dealing with Ringo TV Raw, you need to know what you're dealing with. You're dealing, number one, with a brother from Brooklyn. You're not dealing with some weak male who is emotional. You're dealing with a logical, knowledgeable man who will challenge your talking points, who will bring logic to the table. I am a chess player. Checkmate. I win. Your emotional tantrum and accusations accusing me of stealing something from you is that of a woman. Don't go around your channel telling people that I hate you or I'm a hater with this nonsense. You have nothing for me to hate. I am a successful family man. I have no time to worry about what you're doing in your personal life. But when you make content on YouTube and you are leading brothers astray, I have the right to speak against the bullshit that you put out there. If you don't like when another man responds to your talking points, then shut the fuck up. Do you understand me? Because this is a public platform where we can exchange our ideals. You would be smart to understand this, but you just don't, because your feminine energy gets in the way. And what's interesting is you UK brothers come across like you're so goddamn smart, but you're dumb as hell. Because if you had any common sense of logic, you would know that my video response was to add solutions to the table that you never placed for brothers. In order for a man to not get a woman pregnant, you have to give him solutions. You never did. And because I offered those solutions, you got mad because my video production was better than yours. And it got you offended and you accused me of stealing something from you. First of all, you don't own shit. You don't own anything. You cannot sit on your platform and think that if you talk about a topic, that if anybody else talk about it, they're stealing something from you. That's feminine energy. That is what you call what a woman would do. And you admitted to being feminine. You admitted to reacting like a female. And yet you got brothers that defend you? Because those very same brothers was raised in a single parent home. And because of that, they're emotional just like you. And there are a lot of brothers on YouTube that are very emotional. They don't speak truth. They don't bring no logic to the table. They just want to argue and fight all damn day. Because nowhere in my video response did I ever diss you. Nowhere in my video response did I call out your name. But you called out mine. And when you call out my name, you better be prepared for the response. And you may be asking, but I thought this video was about chains. It is. The chains come from the feminine energy that men possess that came from their mothers. This is why these brothers are so accustomed to having jewelry on, which brings us to another part of this particular video that this queen put out there. Let's get it, but we're gonna go back to the top because if you're just joining the show, I need for you to hear the queen tell you that he act like a woman and he got feminine energy. And I want you to ask yourself, why would you as a man who is red pill, whatever pill you are, why would you sit under the teaching of a male feminine? Why would you? You're not gonna get any male energy that's gonna lift you up and make you better in your walk. Listen to the female. Let's go.
I'm not fake. Like, I get pissed off in real life. Outside in the nighttime with grown men. Not just internet, bro. Yeah? And that's got me in trouble before. I've had to go to Crown Court. I've been on trial before because of my emotional temperament. Now, some may say that's because, oh, you didn't have a father in your life, you know, blah, blah, blah. You have feminine energy, you know, you react like a female. Okay, bruv. Okay. You're right.
He admitted it. He admitted it, people. Now listen to this. Listen.
Bruv, like, my chain costs a lot of money, bruv. And I'm actually getting a bigger one as well. I'm not even trying to stunt, but, bruv.
He said his chain costs a lot of money. His chain costs a lot of money. If you go back to the original point of the video about chains, he said his chain costs a lot of money. But he's not trying to stunt. Isn't that like 1990-ish? I mean, are you brothers in the UK behind on your time? I mean, this brother think he's still in the 1990s. Here in New York, brothers ain't all like this. I mean, yeah, you got your brothers that are talking about bling and all this other nonsense, but this particular guy, he's still worrying about how much a chain costs. But it gets worse. Let's go back into the footage. Let's go.
Bro, chill the fuck out, bro. Like, put it like this. I got a car on my neck right now. You see the car is on my neck. Obviously, I'm doing something right, bro. You see what I'm saying? I've got a car on my neck, bro. And on my wrist. Matching, yeah? Bro, I'm doing something right. Obviously, I've made mistakes in the past.
He said he have a car on his neck. Your fucking chain don't cost no damn price of no fucking car, nigga. Are you bugging? Your chain do not value the price of a car. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But see, people, this is what our men have result to. Feminine energy, where he is more concerned about a chain because he wants to impress a viewer with a chain. So let me get this straight. Your chain is the price of a car, but your background to your video sucks. But you're wearing a car around your neck, right? Just be a what? A monster or just be a queen? I think you should make shirts that says, just be a queen. This is not making any damn sense. You have a car around your neck? Who are you supposed to impress? A woman? Women are not impressed when you talk about a damn chain. They're not impressed about that. But see, this again goes back to the feminine energy and how the rappers are all focused on chains. They're focused on jewelry. They're focused on all this nonsense. This is bad, man. This is very, very bad. Let me rewind it back a little bit so that you can hear him from the top again. And then we're going to get into what he had to say. Let's go.
Chill the fuck out, bro. Like, put it like this. I got a car on my neck right now. You see the car is on my neck. Obviously, I'm doing something right, bro. You see what I'm saying? I've got a car on my neck, bro. And on my wrist.
Slavery.
Matching, yeah?
Matching
I'm doing
slave.
Something right. Obviously, I've made mistakes in the past. And I'm trying to make my life pattern so that it is in a positive direction. And I'm just trying to relate to anyone out there and help them see the error of their past or of my past, and maybe they can do better, bro. And you know what? I know it's working because I get emails and DMs and super Snapchat messages from loads of people around the world. You say, I watched this video and you open my eyes to this, and now I'm in school, and now I've stopped hanging out with them old bad friends I had, and now, you know, I don't let girls make me depressed and shit like that. Bro, do you get those kind of messages, bro? No.
Did you hear what this fool said? He said, do I get those kind of messages? Let me tell you something, Miss Queen Richez. I, Ringo TV Raw, BlackMaleAdviceTV, am one of the pioneers on YouTube who gave you the ability to even have a platform. For if it wasn't for the work and the foundation that I laid, and many others who've been around from the beginning of YouTube, you won't even have a voice. For we are the pioneers. And when it comes to emails and DMs and all this other nonsense, bro, I've single-handedly destroyed preachers, single-handedly took down ministries, multi-million-dollar ministries that kept people in bondage. I brought millions of people to the Most High and to the truth. I've woken up millions of brothers to red pill knowledge. How dare you even compare yourself? How dare you even try? You're not even worthy to utter my name because you're not in my lane. You're just a queen. And you need to recognize that. You need to recognize that you're not fit to lead men because you think and act like a queen, like a woman, emotional. You're focused on a chain around your neck because you're a slave. And you don't have the ability to challenge me. You don't have the ability to speak against my talking points. You don't have the ability to even comprehend when someone make a video response to help brothers. If this was really about helping brothers, you would accept my video response. But you didn't because you're selfish, like a female. You want everything for yourself. You want to be a star. You want the praise. You want the honor. You want the glory. You want to be the man. In order for you to be the man, mate, blood, you're going to have to get rid of the feminine energy. Stop reacting like a woman and begin to conduct yourself like a man. Take heed to sound doctrine, and maybe, just maybe, you will mature and be a man. But just know this: you could never be Ringo TV Raw. So don't dare act as if though someone is trying to be like you, because you are nobody compared to me. I'm putting you in your fucking place where you belong. You are a newbie. Remember that. 2006 you registered your account. I've been here since 2006. You're a 2016 mate. with only a few years on the block in these YouTube streets, bro, you're not in a position to talk to an OG. Now, all of your mates and your fans and your followers, they'll cheerlead you on. But I suggest you learn the history and ask around. I suggest you ask all of the popular brothers in the so-called manosphere. Yo, who is Ringo? I bet you they know. Ask all of the haters. I bet you they know. And speaking of haters, you accuse me of being a hater of you when you really have nothing for me to hate. Nothing at all. Just because I challenge your talking points doesn't mean I hate you. It's a feminine trait to assign the title hater to someone just because they disagree. That doesn't equal a hater. That equals someone that disagree with your talking points. If you go around feeling that everybody hates you because they disagree with you, you have a feminine spirit. And I suggest you overcome your weakness. For that is the result of your problems. And I suggest that you stop crying about women all day, for your channel is just another channel of a male who haven't developed into a man, who have so many problems with females that is all you talk about. Complaining. Oh, get into a relationship is dangerous for men. Oh, don't get none of these women pregnant. Oh, I gotta, Bro, talk about something else. Talk about something meaningful. Be a man for a change. And stop the tough guy nonsense. Stop acting as if though you're gangster. 'Cause you're not. You're just a small boy who never grew up, never been around a father. And because that, it has led you to make a fool of yourself. So stop it. It's a new year. Take the advice and be a man. Stop acting like a woman. Okay? Have you learned your lesson now? And let's see how long you can go on before you tap back into your feminine energy. The Queen of England, Queen Richez. Yeah. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you learned something from the stream. That these chains is a result of slavery. It's a result of our brothers being locked, spending money on all this garbage. You heard from yourself that that particular male believed that his chain is worth a car, when we all know that chain ain't worth shit. But he believes it's very impressive. And he's gonna call me a hater. I'm a hater for making a video about him. Could you believe that? Does that make any logical sense? He can make videos talking about women all day, but if a man makes a video about him, he cries like a bitch. Ain't that something? Imagine that. He makes videos about women all day, but if a man make a video about him, he labeled them as a hater. That sounds like a feminine energy to me. What are your thoughts? Anyway, thanks a lot for everybody coming out to the show. This is BlackMaleAdviceTV, the only channel on YouTube, bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. Uncut. Only niggas wear chains. Featuring the Queen of England, Queen Richez. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Queen Richez. Yeah. Damn, bruh. You an ugly ass woman. Yo. Damn. The hell happened here? Yo, that nigga, yo, that is an ugly ass woman. Ugly. Man. Anyway, y'all, I'm pretty much finished taking out the trash. So I'm gonna get back to what I gotta do. Gotta get ready for work in the morning. And it is what it is. Checkmate! Talk to me! We out, y'all. Peace.